On behalf of the City of Yonkers Department of Parks, Recreation and Conservation and the Untermeyer Gardens Conservancy, welcome to a muggy July morning here at Untermeyer Gardens. Seems like summer came early this year. Things heated up early in June, and we've just been trying to play catch up ever since then. I'd like to talk today about what we call the phase one of our Meadow project. Some of you may have been keeping up with this, but last fall, with the help of our board member, Kathy Ludden, we came up with a plan, somewhat experimental, and a list of plants that Kathy helped us procure. And we're looking at the results of the very first year here. I'm standing in a bed of meadow plants, which is kind of a unique way for us to approach putting in a meadow. Is we cut holes in this slope, in this spot that's ideal for a meadow, and put 1 gallon plants in. And you can see here we have this Ratibida pinnata, which is a prairie coneflower. All the plants we put in here are natives, and at the moment all of them are straight species natives. There's no cultivars, so lots of genetic diversity. Here in front of me, a plant that we've used in the borders a lot, and you may be able to just see it, is little bluestem or Schizachyrium scoparium, and each bed has a different combination of plants. Things were starting to get overwhelmed by the pre-existing grasses that were here. We've just cut circles around all our beds, and with our garden class that's led by Trish Lindemann, who's our coordinator of outreach and education, are working up on the hill trying to give some room to these preferential plants.
Thanks, Timothy. Hi, I'm Trish Lindemann, and I am in charge of the Tuesday garden class. So garden class was started in about 2017 as a way to get practical, hands-on experience in the garden for our community members. So garden class people pay a tuition each year, and in return get to work in this beautiful garden. We do planting in the spring, we do a lot of weeding in the summer, we do a lot of fall leaf removal, and today we're doing a really fun and different project. In our meadow, we are making space around the plants that we all helped plant last fall so that they can grow without so much competition. So everybody want to say hi? Hi. We have a great group of friendly people. It's a congenial group, and if you're interested in joining, you can sign up to be a volunteer and sign up for garden class. We hope to see you here soon. We have Tuesdays and Thursdays in the morning.
Stepping into another one of the meadow beds that hopefully becomes just a meadow and not a meadow bed over time. Some things that are showing some color. I think most people that are familiar with garden are familiar with Echinacea purpurea, or the purple coneflower. In the nurseries, it's so hard to just get a straight species purple coneflower. There's so many different colors now and so many cultivars, big ones, little ones all over the place. It's nice just to have the native purple coneflower somewhere in the garden. Another favorite of mine, and this works in borders too, is Eutrochium, dubium, and this is a cultivar called Baby Joe. So it's a small dwarf Joe Pye weed. And another plant and it's just about to come into bloom. And another plant we have, and it's a little bit hard to see, especially in this meadow matrix at the moment, is a Bouteloua, which is a native meadow grass. You can see it here just going into seed, and we're hoping those seeds throw themselves around and we get a strong stand of the Bouteloua. As we wrap things up here in the meadow, I want to thank Kathy Ludden again for all her help in conceiving and providing the impetus to start this work, which I think is quite innovative. I want to thank Trish Lindemann and the garden class for helping do so much work here in the meadow and throughout the garden. And feel free to come visit. Our vegetable garden is just about to come into full peak thanks to the public high school internship program, which is led by our gardeners Liz Drieben and John Giacono. We've just recently planted our canal annual planting, which is really interesting this year, thanks to Drew Schuyler, our assistant head gardener, who conceived of and designed that entire space. Come pay us a visit.